Hi YouTube. I just want to do another video, give you guys on an update what's been going on in my life. I know I did one video, and I want to give you guys an update. It's been like a couple weeks since I loaded the other video. I love my cat, but the thing about having a cat is that shit every damn well. So I be having hair on my lip, nose, face, everywhere. But back to the subject. I'm sorry. So I want to give you guys an update on what's been going on, what's like had been the last couple weeks since I actually did a video. So side news for you guys. I met someone. Yeah, I met someone. And the only reason why I'm gonna be talking about it and mentioning it because it was unexpected. I was not looking to meet no one, and I was like, no. And the weirdest places that I met him at is a place I would never. I go with my family, my friends, and not know where to meet a guy. Cause like my routine to meet someone is like at a club or at a party or a function. I met this dude like at the casino, like literally. So we met at the casino. I don't gamble. I take my mom there. My mom loved gambling. My sister do. I took them there so they can gamble. And I was in there having a good time. And he was like watching me. I'm like, this dude like literally looking at me, whatever. And I'm like not really thinking to meet nobody. Because I'm like, how I've been feeling lately, guys. Like God has filled all the voids that when it comes down to me, loneliness, missing someone. It's like when you really surrender to God and give it to God, God fill all those voids. And God fill those voids that I know I didn't longer for a man, companionship, anything like that. I was like, it's just about me, my family, my friends, my job, work. That's it. And God, the big God, nothing else. So meeting him there was kind of crazy. It was bananas crazy. So we exchanged numbers. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So, he texts me. We texting back. We entertaining, talking. So in back of my mouth, I got to tell this dude, like, where I'm at with things and where I stand. So he ended up giving me a call. So I'm like, we talking on the phone. We laughing and joking. He asked a question about me, like, okay, tell me about you. And the first thing I told him, like, well, just to let you know where I'm at with things and where I'm at in my life right now, that I'm celibate. I'm not planning on, having sex until I'm married. I'm like, I don't desire to, there's no man can make me change my mind to make me, well, let's hump, let's do this. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. And he was like, I respect that. I'm like, okay, you respect that, huh? But how some dudes like, okay, yeah, you celibate, but once I really get with you, I can try to change all that. So I told him, like, it's nothing that you can do to change where I stand with God. I said, my relationship with God is more important than anything. And I said, even if me and you was to take things to another level, you will always come second and God will always be first. He was like, damn, I respect that. He's like, that's powerful. So, we talked a little bit, laughed, joked. We had good chemistry, we had a good time on the phone, whatever. So I was like, okay, God, I'm not going to move out your will until you told me that it's okay to go on a date with him. Go out with him. Because I knew that was going to be the next step. So I prayed on it. I hold it off with him. He was like, okay, when I'm going to see you again. I was like, when I get time, I'll let you know. But what I did was I prayed and I asked God, like, God, give me a sign to know if this is okay for me to pursue him and go out on a date with him. I don't want to step ahead of God. I don't want to do what I did, like, a year, 2 years ago and just moving and going on what's feel good. What's feel good ain't always good. So God gave me a sign that I felt. God gave me a relief sound, like it's okay. I felt it was okay because when things not right, my first man say no, but God kind of really like it's okay. So we talked that night. And we was on the phone talking, and he was like, what made you want to become celibate? And I was kind of like, things that I've been through, and I really want to do things God's way, because I just, I desire a husband. I desire, I don't desire any more of these worldly things no more. I said, I'm tired of feeling empty. And I said, I want God to fill all those voids up with the right man in my life. And he was like, I respect that. He was like, that's the beautiful thing. And I never dated a woman, ever felt that way. And I was like, and I said, I just hope you respect that. So, I've been reading this book. I sent them over this book. I've been reading Megan Good and Devon Franklin book. It's called The Weight. I sent them over that book, right? And he read that. I got off the phone with him like around 9 o'clock. So I said, check this book out, read it. It's going to really blow your mind. It's going to give you a different perspective on life, relationships, love, being celibate, and putting God first. He read that book, and he said, he texted me in the morning and said, I'm so tired. I said, why you tired? He's like, I literally read that book, was up reading that book till like 4 in the morning. I was like, stop lying. He was like, no lie. Like, I really read that book that long. He was like, it was so good. It blew my mind. And I was like, I said, that book really put you in a different place in life. And, thinking, give you a different perspective when it comes down to love. And he was like, that really, he said some, little stuff like, I truly think that God sent you to me. I'm like, men try to get their little land in, let how they be. I'm like, yeah, you just saying that, dude. But, he said that a lot to me. So, we went on our first date. So, okay, what opened my mind to dating him and really pursuing him is that when he said he was married before, I'm like, you was married? I was like, why you not tell me that over the phone? He was like, I feel like there was a conversation I wanted to have you in person. He was like, he said all of it fell in place. I said, what you mean by that? He was like, cause it's like you sent me over that book, and I read that book and it opened my mind on how my marriage didn't work. He said, I beating myself up for so long, like why it didn't work. He said, and it was a page in the book that said that if God don't put it together, it don't work. He said everything we did was forced. We were forced. She forced me to marry her. We forced each other to move in. Everything was forced. He said nothing that God placed together. He said, so it kind of opened my mind. Doing it God's way is the best way. I was like, I'm being silly right now. And, I'm like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I let him know where I'm at with things. And, we just been, we haven't we haven't kissed anything like that. You hold hands, but nothing that's really kind of powerful for me to do, like kissing and things like that I want to do. And like we commit right now, we still feeling each other out. Right now, we courting right now. We just feeling each other out, getting to know each other. So if things go to another level, kissing, a lot of people probably gonna say something. Well, kissing can lead to blah blah blah. A lot of people, different things for different folks, different strokes for different folks. So I know me holding on to what's precious, and a kiss is precious too, but if I feel like that I desire to give him a kiss, I'm okay with that. If it's the right time and the right moment, and if me and him continue going places, so, but not like right down the third date, kiss, no, that's down the line. So, I'm really putting locks on that also too. And another thing is that dating him is like different because he's not what I'm kind of used to. I'm used to these muscle head type of dudes. Like dudes I date, muscle bound, cheese head ass dudes. He's on the heavy side. There's nothing wrong with the heavy guy because I give you guys all the love and props too. You guys got love for you guys. So nothing like that. And I'm like, okay, God, this is not what I'm used to. I'm used to dudes like certain way because I work out a lot. I'm into health, I'm into fit. So I'm like, okay, he said like, okay, but he works out, but he's trying to get in shape. He's trying to get his body right. But I'm like, God, I'm used to this, but this is what you sent me. But then I had to pray about that, and I had to say, like, God will give you someone that, hold on guys, give me 1 second. God give you what you need, not what you want. So if I'm gonna let him be on a heavy side to overlook that he's a good person, I'm being a little shadow, excuse me, you know what I mean? Because in reality, I don't got my shit all together. I'm be honest. I'm still working on certain things. And I had to pray God to allow me to overlook things like that. Because I'm not that type of woman that like, he this, he that. But if he's a good guy. The second day, he took me to the spa. I'm like, dude, like, people do that when they say main woman or anything like that. Like, he's like, I'm so stressed out from work, so much going on. He was like, I'm gonna take you to the spa. Let's go to the spa. You need that. Maybe trying to still impress me, but hey, each his own. Good mood, buddy. But I'm excited, you guys, and I'm just taking my time. So I just want to let you guys know, I am seeing someone right now, and, I'm excited. I'm just praying on God every move I make with him, and he respecting, when I met with things, he know that nothing happening. So, he's an amazing guy, so if anything go forward, I would definitely let you guys know. Keep the update, because I know you guys, some people like, no, there's no good men out there, or the weight doesn't work. So, if things really go places somewhere with definitely gonna do videos on, what things that with me and him. But I'm excited, and we don't see each other every day. I'm not trying to be so like everyday action. We see each other like once out a week, twice. That's it. That's enough. Just you keep it cool. But I'm excited, guys. So I'm continue praying about him and praying about the situation with him and asking God to lead me in his journey wherever it takes me. So I definitely want to give you guys an update. So I'm about to get back to cooking. I had to do a video because I'm like, let me let the people know what's going on. But you guys stay great, and let's get glory to God as always. All right, guys.